Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 10 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we already started going to the south elevation and then adding in some details here. Here, I'm planning to make this ramp shorter. So I'm gonna go back to ground, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this one on the other side. And then from here, I'm going back to the ramp. And then here, what I'm planning to do is I'm going to edit, duplicate, and then this will be ramp number 2. I'm going to change the material here to anything that is concrete. So here I'm going to select that one. And then let's put this one up like so. And then press OK and then OK. And as you notice, we changed the maximum incline length to 3000. Maybe we could make it shorter, 2000. The reason for that, so that we have enough space, so like that, and right about there, so that we could just push this one back and it's not looking too much. So here I just want to switch this, and then from here delete this. That's the railing. Move this one MV at the back right here, and then from here edit, and then just expand it. Click finish, and then let's look at it. So I think that's better. So we just need to push this one back. I could delete this now, and then here on the ground we could just edit the extrusion, and then let's edit this one, and then let's move this to right about here, something like that. Click finish, and then here we could just move this one like so. Click finish again, and we could just delete this one, and then grab this one, and then copy, and then grab it from the corner right there. Now it's looking like that, and we just need to add, we could just expand this one, and then here I'm going to add some lines, and then trim here, and then trim there, and then click finish, and then let's look at it. So that looks good, the way it's not massive or it's not too long anymore. So that looks perfect. We can also add this one right about here as well. So create a copy, and then add it right about here. And then we can manually extend that if we want to. So that's looking good. What we could do as well is to change this. So let's go to second floor, and right about here, what we could do is we could create a split with a gap. I'm gonna split with a gap here. The reason for that is so that we could change, or we could cover this spot. So here I just noticed that we should move this one. So I'm going to go back here, leave it with gap here. And then now we could select this, and then we could go base offset negative 200. So now it's covering that one. What we only need to do is to push it to the right one. So here, and then now here we could just allow to join afterwards. So now we could just move that one, allow to join, remove constraint. And then now it looks like that. We were able to fix that. And then here we could just do the same. Push it a little bit there. Check it again. We still have a little bit more gap. And then click here and then allow to join. Remove constraint. And then now it's covered there. So we don't need to model something else anymore. So we could allow those ones to be joined again. And then stretch. So if you check, we have two separate walls, and then we were able to extend those stuff right there. Now for the design, let's go to our south elevation, and then from here I want to change this one. I don't like the look of the garage door. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go back to insert, and then luckily we're still here. I want to change this one to a different door, so with the paneling. After that, select that, and then go to garage door paneling. So we need to look for that. And then here, I want to extend this one to the maximum that it can do. So here, I'm going to edit, and then for the width, I'm going to change this one to 3000. And let's see the look. I want more. So probably 3600. So that looks nicer. And then here I'm gonna select that, edit type, and change this to a different material of wood. I'm gonna use oak, espresso, apply, okay, and then select that, Control C, Control V. For the frame or the trim, maybe we could change this one to metal. So I'm gonna change this one to metal. I want different materials for this. So go to metal, and then let's add something that is dark. Apply, okay, and then let's look at it at consistent color or realistic. Might as well get it from here. Realistic. So the trim there is black, and I want this one as well. So now I'm going to select that, edit, and then the trim material as well. So only the panel is like that. So that looks good. We can deal with that later on. Now let's go back to south and then change it to hidden line again so that it's not heavy for the graphics of the computer. Make sure to save, and then here what we can do is we can add in. So here I'm going to select that and then component model in place, and then this will be generic model. Press OK and then OK again. Click on extrusion, pick a plane. I'm going to select this plane. So the walls right here for the, so give me a second. I want to choose this plane. So for some reason it's not being selected. There we go. So now I selected that. I want to change the paint first. So duplicate this material. This will be number 11 now. Apply, OK. And then this one, let's check this one. I want to add the design like that until here, 300 for the thickness. So select that, select here 300, and then TR, trim and extend, and then trim and extend. Select the remaining, and you want to make sure that this is 300 as well, and then this one is 300, and as you can see. So now that's the first one. And then what I'm planning to do is, instead of 300, I want to put it like this. So 522.5. So I'm going to select that. And then here, 522.5 as well. So now we have the same length, and then click finish. I want to extend, so click finish for now. We can just do that later on. I want to extend the height of this to the entirety of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to check the dimension. So the remaining, so that's 2478, and then here I want to check the width here, 4000. So now I'm gonna select this, and then I will make sure that this is 4000 for the width, and then for the height is 2478. 2478. Click apply and then OK. Now you should delete this and then delete this. If you see it, we need to move this one on the right side so that we can see the trim. So here I just want to double check what we did. And if you see here, when we're extruding it, I think we need to go back to south elevation to see the actual height. And then here we could actually just pull this one up from the trim here. So I don't want the trim to be missing. That's why I want to put it up. And at the same time here as well on this side. So let me try and align this, and then here as well align it from the top here. So now if we see it, and then I want to extrude it not too much from the wall, something like that. If you want to know the exact extrusion, you can just select that, and then here let's put it into 150. and then click finish. So we can make everything consistent with that. In terms of the material, I want to just keep this to grayish paint. I know we changed this one, but for the color, I want to use this shading so that I will know. So let's edit this. So in terms of color, we can change this or the appearance. Apply, OK, and then finish. So now we have that. And then I want to add another one right about here. And then we need to go back to south elevation again for that. Now, in terms of the extrusion size now, I think we need to just do 500. Here we want it to be looking good on the seam, so that's why we need to make it exact there. But in terms of here, we could just change it now and make it consistent to 500. So now let's go back to component, model in place, and then choose generic model. And then click on extrusion and then select this wall. Leave it at paint 11 because we're gonna use the same thing. And then here, let's add our paint or our extrusion right about on this side and then on this side. And then now here, we wanted 500 and then 500 right about here. Now we just need to trim and extend and then delete the rest and then trim and extend here to clean it up. Now we just need to click finish and then finish. If we see it in 3D, it will look like that. Then again, I want to expand this one to 150 or maybe more. I'm planning to have to add something right here as well. So in terms of here, I want to add maybe something just over right here. And then we will be able to connect it. Same. I just want to get over right here on this spot. Because I want to change this material right here. And I just want an extra, maybe like an L on this one, so that we could change this material right here and then also right here. We can add a different material to here and to here, so we can box it in. What I'm planning to do is, instead of extrusion, maybe we could add like what do you call this? A sweep instead. I think a sweep would be a much better way on extending this. Also right here, we might extend this one so that we could add in the same idea. So here, I'm going to select that. Edit in place. Select this. I'm going to delete this one. Now, I'm going to create and then click on sweep. Pick path. So now I'm going to pick the path that I want. Like so. Here, now I want to trim and extend, trim and extend. Then click finish. It's basically the same idea, but I want it to be extending here, and I just wanted to do it on one shot. So that's why I'm using sweep. So edit profile. Here we're going to add the same one. Here 500, and then for the thickness I want 500 is too much, so let's do 250. And then let's add in a nice thing like that there. Delete this. SL split element, TR, trim and extend. Click finish and then finish again. And as you can see, it looks nice. In terms of material, let's choose paint 11. And then there we go. We can extend this one if you want. So edit, select that, edit sweep, pick path. And then here we could just extend it all the way right about there. And then click finish and then finish again. So we just extended those. And it looks nicer. And we'll be able to add in some lights at the top. And then here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this wall and then this wall. We're gonna create another wall right here. Edit, duplicate. This will be wall number 3. And for this one, we're going to change the material. And then this material, I want it's either stone or wood. So let's add wood for now. Redwood, so that it's noticeable and we can see what it looks like here. There we go. So something like that. Okay. And then now I'm planning to extend this one right about until here. So that's the reason why I'm planning to. So here I'm gonna select this wall actually because it's protruding at the top. Select that one and then you need to select the floor. And then here we just need to fix it. So let's fix that later on. So let's undo that. We can fix that later on. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I want to extend this one right about there. And then I think it's easier for us to do a sweep. And if you don't like adding an exterior wall, instead you can use paint so that only the faces can be changed. So you can do that as well. Okay. So let's undo that, and then let's fix this. So sorry, let's just use this for now. Select that, and then attach top base, and then select it from there. And then here we could just go to south elevation, and then select that wall, edit profile, and then this one is looking good, so it's fixed. I didn't do anything. I just read basically the profile. I basically just restarted and it fixed itself. Okay, so here we could click paint so that we could just change the gypsum wallboard into the face only. So that's done. And then from this one, we could just undo this. So instead of number 3, we could just put this one to wall number 1. And then, like I said, choose paint. And then we could change that. We haven't used parking stripe, I think. So we could just use parking stripe just for the facade. And then we could put wood or whatever we want there. The problem now that we're having is if we go around here, we need to extend this wall. So here, what I'm gonna go is go to first floor, and then let's extend this one up to there. We need some space here so that we could add in and it goes down. So click, and then now we need to push this one all the way out. Or we could just select that. Let's go to the ground so that it's showing. Edit in place. Select this, edit extrusion. We need to move this one to the corner right here. Click finish. This one, pull this one back. And then here, what we could do is we could also push it right there, and then just move this one up to the corner right there. Click finish, and then here, just move this one right there, and then finish as well. Now it's looking good. We can also pull this one up. And then here, let's select the one as well. And I want to extrude this one going up. So that's good. And I think we should extrude this one. But as you can see, we have enough there. So what I'm planning to do is go wrap around up to here. So here, the edge there, and then the edge here. I just need to go here, and I want to change the corner to that so that we could select that one. Go back to 3D, and then now we could click here, edit in place, select that, delete. Now what you need to do is we need to give me a second. Now go click create, sweep, pick path. Let's select this path right here, going around and then going down. So it's just going around like that. And then now we need to trim and extend here, trim and extend right here, and then right here. And then we just need to pull this one up. So we need to go to our south elevation, and then I'm going to pull this one. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit like that so that we could increase this height on both sides. So I'm gonna do that. And then this one, obviously up to here. So once you click finish, you could go to 3D as well. Quick path. So continue. There's one more. We need to see what's going on because it's not there. We forgot to close that off. That's why it's giving us error. So now that's we're done, we can edit profile, and then here we can select that and then create this path right here. Make sure it's not over right here. So I need to go to my south elevation. Want to make sure that, or just go somewhere that you'll be able to align it. So AL, there we go. So now it's not, probably it's not hitting. I don't want it to be covered. So I'm gonna double check right here. I think we're good in terms of AL. And then now the thickness here, 250, similar to the other one. And then we added something like this. Delete this, SL, TR, and then click finish, and then finish again. It's wrap around right here, and I like the look. I'll make sure that you're also in Paint 11. So here I'm just going to go and check Paint 11. And then what I'm planning to do is this whole wall is different as well. So we have this wall, a different one, and then this wall is a different one as well. So different kinds of wall. So I'm going to go pick this, use something that we haven't used yet. I think we haven't used spine. So select that, and we have that, something like that. Make sure to select this. I just want to see that we need to change. So for the material right here, I want a different wood. Oak white. Apply OK. And then I also want the trim to be different. Frame and trim, I want it to be black and metal. So let's go back here, choose something metal. Cancel. I use this one. We use this one up there as well. So let's use that. Right there. And then threshold material. I don't know what's that about, so I'm just going to use this one. Click OK, apply, and then OK. And That looks much better. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.